A very good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all my viewers and whoever is watching, because I know some people are from not from India, from abroad. And thank you so much, a big thank you, because I've been receiving lots and lots and lots of appreciation and amazing praises for such lovely women who are coming on this show and sharing their real life experiences. Because the whole idea when I started Parul M was all about inspiring, transforming life. No pravachans, but only sharing what I have done, what others have done to deal with challenges of life and why they don't give up. So without taking much time, as I say always, I'm blessed to have lovely, wonderful people on my channel. Today on the screen, you can see amazing woman out there, Dr. Uma Krishnan. Welcome, ma'am, to the show, Parul M. The name is Zara Hatke, celebrating opportunities and embracing possibilities. So big warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Paru ma'am. Yeah.
Great. So nice. And before we start, as I was saying, we were talking before this, we love to know a bit. And as you know, that this the whole idea of the way I started this was all for chit chatting and having. So there are no edit. We don't edit it. It is just जैसा मैं कहती हूँ दिल से दिल की बातें. So it's something like दिल से दिल की बात. And here we are, two women sharing with people what and how we can always not give up in life, right? So tell us more about you, Uma. What do you do, and what's your passion, and what exactly do you do?
I'm a clinical psychologist. I have been working with children and adolescents.
Mm-hmm.
So, children in the sense, basically, the children with neurodevelopmental disorder,
Okay.
this is autism spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I initiated, when I was working with the children,
Mm-hmm.
so the autism spectrum was one of the areas of interest I got,
Okay.
and then, this is a specific area where
Right.
we can't put into the spectrum of intellectual disability because they have different skills. So it
Right.
is we have to identify what exactly they want, what is a
Mm.
perception. That
Mm.
fascinated me. Then I started initiating in that work.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. Very nice. So what exactly are you doing now, Dr. Uma? Where are you? Are you working, or you have your own organization?
Yeah, so I was working in Bangalore, and also I initiated a center in Kerala
Okay.
where they give early intervention to the higher individuals also,
Hmm.
where young adults, where we train them for the employment aspect, so that some kind of placement we can provide to them to make them
Hmm.
independent. So
Ah.
because it is challenging aspects where
Hmm.
making them inclusivity, all the people will speak. So how to make them inclusive? It is more than including them into the society. Society has to be
Hmm.
uh, given more awareness about it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
that was the challenging, giving the making the stigmas, or removing the stigmas and providing more opportunities for them. So
Right.
making us to understand what exactly they want. So that was
Right.
the work we were doing. So we were
Hmm.
providing a program for them, and some of them we could give some internship, and some of the small work we could provide for them.
Okay, all right, amazing. So I know, I've been into this field almost for 25 years, Dr. Uma, and I was blessed. I've worked with the visually impaired and physically challenged, so I understand a bit of it. Of course, you are doing a humongous work. So I just wanted to understand, because there are a lot of challenges. It's very easy to say it, and people say that we'll work with differently abled children, but it's very tough, because number one, to work with them, then of course a lot of emotional trauma parents go through, right? And you have to
Yes.
really counsel them and keep that hope up for them, that this is what the reality is, but at the same time keep the hope up. So just tell us more, how do you balance it, and what's your take on that?
Yeah, so when the parents get to know that their child is having with autism spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
because they are not aware, they put everything into an intellectual disability cluster, and they
Mm.
become shattered that nothing can be done. It is not like that,
Uh-huh.
because we as a profession, we need to evaluate, because different levels are there, and the
Mm.
perception and the way we interventions work with them, it is a lot of changes we can make it, but that awareness is not there within the parents. So the
Uh-huh.
initial is we actually work and show the examples of what they can do and
Hmm.
intervention how it works, and
Hmm.
a lot of examples we need to show them.
Hmm. Hmm.
And also the main issue is whenever we initiate an intervention, the
Hmm.
parents need a immediate recovery, which is not
Hmm.
possible with all these. It's a
Right.
life, what we usually say that them that
Yeah.
it is a life process.
Right.
Each stages the individual will face, because it's a developing phase,
Hmm.
development
Hmm.
phase. So
Hmm.
each phase, the individual will be facing different issues.
Hmm.
So during that time, we need to handhold them and help them, so
Uh-huh.
that they once for all they will become independent and
Hmm.
can sustain by themselves itself. So that
Right.
is a part that we need to make them aware, that then only they will get the motivation to be consistent in the intervention pattern also.
Okay, right, very true. And yeah, I mean, sometimes understandable, because as parents, you feel that, kuch magic mantra ho jayega, something will happen. Of course, it's
Mhm.
tough to see your child going through any such thing. But as you beautifully said, that if you have right expectations, right, then you will work on it in a right manner, because then
Yes.
it's not going to be that, everything is not result oriented. And frankly, I always believe that, whether it is, children who are differently abled or children who are in normal schools, all have challenges of different kinds. And I always give this message to all the parents whenever I get this opportunity. Now, because of you, I'm saying it again, that please don't have magical expectations from anybody, whether it's a, normal stream child or a child with special needs. Actually, it's not them, it is us who has to walk step by step and, handhold them, because the more we do that, I'm sure the results will be better, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Right. So, what is your take, Uma ma'am? Because now, right now, you're speaking. I'm sure some counselors are watching, some special educators are watching. So, 2 minutes, I'm wanting to take you towards the professional side of yours. It's very tough, because sometimes we don't know where to draw the boundaries. Right. It's tough
Yes.
when, as you said, that, you are working so hard with autistic kids or children with special needs, and of course, the results are not so fast. Right. So sometimes you really take too much on yourself, and it can hamper the personal life or family life. Or so, how do you, what's your message for these professionals who are watching, who are working with such children, and sometimes they take too much of, it takes away their energy, and that starts showing in their personal life or relationship. So how do you balance it, Dr. Uma?
Yeah, basically, when we work in this field, because it's a very service oriented area, and we
Right.
need to understand their problem, we have to put ourselves in their shoes.
Right.
So, when some situation, what happens, we empathize so much that we started emotionally affected also.
Hmm.
In that sense, maybe we have to sympathize and understand their problem, and more than that, we have to be more a professional, so that we need to bring some outcome for them. So
Right.
just sympathizing and empathizing and consoling them will not be sufficient.
Right.
So understand their problem and what direction we need to take. Maybe a goal oriented approach has to be
Hmm.
taken,
Right.
and make them aware that we have to focus on the aspects. And whenever it is again, it is a difficult to draw a boundary,
Yeah.
because the parents are very much involved in the therapy, and they all sometimes they contact.
Right.
But we need to find our own method how to
Hmm.
handhold them and
Yeah.
explain them, so that keeping a some kind of line, so that
Right.
you can spend time for yourself also, and at the same time you are able to help them at any point of time.
Right.
So it's
Very
not
true.
that we can demarcate that this is my time, so I need to take a break. No. So
Hmm.
sometimes we need to go some step beyond and give help to them as well,
Yeah.
based on the requirement of the children, so that they can also feel comfortable, because service providers, and as we are providing the interventionists, so we need to, the parents should feel that they are supported by somebody, because our
Right.
word will be godly words for them. So
Hmm.
they believe in us, so that we support, we have to provide them. So
Right.
basically, if you understand autism as such, actually it is easy, because once you channelize them, it is easy to continue on the same path if everything is structured. So
Right.
that is structuring, and how you understand a case, understand an autism spectrum, that is very important.
Mm. So very true. As you mentioned, I think there are one or two things which I'm picking up. Number one, having a very realistic expectation set for the parents, so that you are not just giving them wrong hopes, but at the same time being grounded and telling them that okay, we are there to work with you, but these are the realities, right?
Yes.
Number second, of course, as you said, of course, there can't be a clear cut boundary, because of course it's a service industry where you have to be available. And you said a beautiful thing, which I can completely relate, that they completely believe in you, right? Because they've given their child to you, and
Yeah.
that is where it comes. So tell me, before we wind up, I want to also have a message from you for the parents. Just now you told about special educators. Any message for parents of autistic kids, any message for parents of special need kids? What should they do, and how they can really be positive and in complete positive mindset, and keep the ball rolling and not give up or feel lost or sad about things?
Yeah. So, in my perspective, I
Mm.
don't see this autistic spectrum as a disability.
Mm.
I see them as a differently abled or
Right.
determined individuals,
Absolutely.
where they have their own perspective, and if we can understand them, it will be easy for us to adjust with them and guide them. So,
Hmm.
because they have their own perspective, it is actually very beautiful, because they are in some theoretical perspective, I call them as already a self-actualized
Hmm.
individuals
Hmm.
who not needing any aspects of the worldly aspects.
Hmm.
So it is actually, if we understand them, it is easy to handle them. So only we have to widen our perspective. That is the only
Hmm.
thing to do
Superb.
by.
Beautifully said. Self actualization stage they are, according to you. And you feel they're really away from the worldly things, because their needs are different. And if instead of pulling them in our world, we understand their world, right?
Yeah.
And then work in their world, can be a easy way of comfort for us and for them, right?
Yes.
So before
Yes.
I wind up, I ask this question always from all professionals: why do you do what you do, Dr. Uma? What is your drive for being in the profession you are in?
I actually like to work in the service oriented place. So that's why I started with clinical psychology.
Mhm.
So it was actually, my interest was in the adult sector. But when we started working with children,
Mm,
they are the buds. So
mm,
when, instead of molding the already developed ones, so instead of more than that, we need to start from the childhood. So if we can
mm.
mold, we can bring them as a beautiful individuals. So
Okay.
that's why I initiated with the child sector.
So nice, and I can see on your face complete vibe. Your that vibe is all that you love what you do, right? So amazing. So my dear viewers, I really want to tell you, Dr. Uma is an amazing lady who's doing a lot. I mean, we have a short interview right now, but she's been doing a lot of work in this area. And if, ma'am, somebody wants to connect with you, somebody wants to talk to you, how can they contact? If you have a number, WhatsApp number, because of course calls are not possible all the time, or any email ID you want to speak out where they can write down, parents, teachers who want your guidance into something, will you please speak that out so that the viewers can note that?
Yes, definitely. You can reach out me with through my email. My email ID is umakrishnan, umakrishan 11 at gmail.com. My WhatsApp number is 9986411797.
Superb. Awesome. Awesome. So nice. A big round of applause for you, ma'am. Thank you so much, because the people like you give us energy that, it's so important. Of course, we are doing a lot of things. We are into businesses. We are doing a lot of things, and we should do what we do. Nothing to take away, but, doing to giving back to society, or supporting, as you said, the buds, which are very important. And trust, I mean, I'm sure you also go through it, because I have also worked a lot with children. I work a lot with young adults, and I have programs for them. What energy I get from them, no? And doing that work, trust me, I'll never get satisfied in any other field, right? So thank you so much, Uma ma'am, for coming on the show. A big thank you to you. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, and to the viewers, please, before you close this, like, subscribe, and share her work. Very important for us to spread this energy, spread it out. And so nicely, she's given her number, she's given her email ID. I will request some parents, parents of differently abled children, autistic kids, who want some tips from her or talk to her. Please reach out to her and take help, because it's all about, as she said, that they are in a world. We don't have to pull them into our world, but go a step forward and understand their world. And the moment that happens, we all will be living in a beautiful place. So thank you so much, Dr. Uma. Honored to have you on my show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.